Okay, so doing this one, now before I do it, just to make clear, there's two things that can happen here. One, if you can spot the pattern, if I spot that pattern, then I'm going to use the pattern. Now the patterns to spot, if I just use letters now, same as the textbook, perfect squares. So that pattern is, right, remember we square these two things, multiply these two, and double them. So plus 2ab. So that's if I spot it. The other one, its partner, is almost the same, except it's got a minus sign here. So if you spot either of those, you're going to use them. The other one is the difference of squares. Basically what happens is, you've got two brackets, and the things in each end of the bracket, these things here, the A's and the B's, are the same. So I'm using the same letters as the textbook. You always see the same thing in each bracket. The difference is, or what's not the same about them, is one is a plus and one is a minus. You can even have those the other way around. It doesn't matter. It could be minus and a plus. All that's important is that they're not the same. So I'll do it this way. And if I spot that, I can straight away say, square those two things, and then make it a difference. Put a minus sign in between. So that's exercise 5D. You spot the pattern and then just write down the answer. Now remember though, default, if you cannot spot the pattern at any time in your life, you're going to go to the FOIL method. The FOIL method is always going to be there for you. You can always use the FOIL method in any situation. You can always just say, oh, I'll just do this, and I'll just do this, and you can always get your answer. So that's the background to the problem. So now I'm going to go through the solutions up here. Extend the page here. So first one that I have, I'm going to just do this by spotting. I'm going to do it by spotting the pattern. A. X plus 1, X plus 1. They are identical, they've got plus signs between them. So all I need to do is square the first thing, square the second thing. 1 squared is just 1. Right, it's positive 1. Then I think, okay, multiply these two. 1 times x is x. Double that, I get 2x. And it's a positive. So that's me using the pattern now to get it. B. X minus 2 squared. It's the same thing. Don't be fooled. X minus 2 means... But again, I can spot that, just use the pattern. I'm going to square this. Now, I'm going to square a minus 2. That becomes a positive 4. That's the thing to watch out for. So, square the first thing, square the second thing, and write the answer there. I've left a space in the middle, because now I say, multiply those together, I get minus 2x, double minus 2x, I get minus 4x. So there's the thinking in my head. Transfer that over here into your answer. So there's the answer for the second one. C, 2x plus 5 squared. Okay, I'll do this one without any complications. It's a perfect square. Square the first one, I get 4x squared. Square the second thing. Plus 5 squared is plus 25. And then these two multiplied give me 10x, but I've got to double that answer, right? So it's going to be 2 times 10x, which gives me plus 20x. So I've used my pattern. This is all what's inside my head. And I just write the answer down here. Okay, I'll not do the last one. Well, no, actually, I better finish the last one because it's got a minus sign and it's just hold on for a second. Now we've got it all here, extend the page. So very quickly, this last one has a minus sign, D. So I just know that I've got to be a bit careful. Now again, I'll not write any working down. Square the first one, it's 16x squared. It's a perfect square. So square the second thing. Now, minus 5y, so the minus and the minus is a plus. 5 squared is 25, y squared is y squared. So be careful with that one. Right, okay. Just remember it's minus 5 squared. So that's why we end up with a minus and a minus makes a plus here. Now, let's bring in the happy smiley face. 4x times this one. Okay, I've got a bit of thinking to do. 4 times 5 is 20. A plus and a minus makes a minus. X times y is xy. But don't forget that you've got to double that smiley face, and that gives you minus 40 xy. So I've thought of that there, put it in here, and there is the final answer. Hands up if you got all 4 correct. Okay, if you got all 4 correct, well done, people.